What if your dog could talk? Not bark, not whine, but actually sit across from you and say everything they've been holding inside? What would they tell you? What secrets would finally come out? Because the truth is, your dog has been trying to communicate with you since the very first day you brought them home. And most owners, even the most loving ones, have been missing the message entirely. Dogs can't speak our language, but they were never truly silent either. Every tail wag, every sideways glance, every quiet moment of leaning against your leg, it all means something. And today, we're going to slow down and actually listen. Because if your dog could say the things they've always wanted to say, this is exactly what it would sound like. The first thing your dog wishes you knew is something that might surprise you. They don't experience time the way you do. When you leave for work and come back 8 hours later, your dog isn't sitting by the door thinking about how long it's been. To them, every goodbye feels the same, certain and unknown all at once. They don't count the hours. They just feel the absence. And when you walk through that door, the explosion of joy you see isn't just happiness. It's relief. It's the deep, uncontrollable exhale of a heart that was quietly waiting, trusting that you would come back, even when they had no real way of knowing for sure. That greeting isn't dramatic. It's devotion, and they wish you understood just how much courage it takes to keep trusting again and again every single day. Here's something else your dog has been quietly wishing you'd notice. The way they follow you from room to room, it isn't clinginess. It isn't neediness. Most people assume their dog just wants food or attention or something. But behavioral scientists who study canine bonding have found something far more profound. Dogs who shadow their owners closely have often formed what researchers call a secure attachment, the same kind of bond studied in human infants and their caregivers. Your dog follows you because you are their safe place. The world outside can be loud, unpredictable, and overwhelming. But wherever you are, that's where they feel calm. They're not following you. They're coming home over and over again, all day long. And speaking of home, your dog has something important to say about the way you talk to them. You might think they don't understand your words. And in the literal sense, you'd be right. But here's what most people get completely wrong. Dogs are extraordinary readers of tone, rhythm, and emotion. A 2016 study from Yavuz-Loran University in Hungary found that dogs process both the meaning and the intonation of words in different areas of their brain, just like humans do. When you say "good boy" in a warm, gentle voice, their brain actually lights up in the reward centers. When you raise your voice in frustration, they don't hear a message. They feel a shift in the emotional weather. They don't need to understand every word. They understand you. And they wish you knew that they've been listening far more carefully than you ever realized. There's another quiet wish your dog carries, and it's one of the most misunderstood things in the entire human-dog relationship. Your dog doesn't want to be perfect. They want to be forgiven. Think about the last time your dog did something wrong, chewed something, had an accident inside, got into the trash. The look they give you afterward, the tucked tail, the flattened ears, the averted eyes. Humans almost always read that as guilt. But animal behaviorists have studied this response carefully, and what they've found is striking. That look isn't guilt. It's appeasement. It's your dog reading the tension in your body, the look on your face, and trying desperately to make it stop. They don't fully understand what they did wrong, but they understand that you're upset, and they would do anything, to bring the warmth back into the room. What they wish you knew is simply this: they weren't trying to hurt you. They never are. Now here's the part that often catches people off guard, and it might just change the way you see your dog forever. Your dog is watching you during your worst moments. When you're sad and you sit on the floor and cry, your dog doesn't wander off. They come closer. When you're anxious and your breathing changes, they notice before you do. Research published in the journal Animal Cognition showed that dogs are capable of identifying human emotional states from facial expressions and voice alone. But beyond the science, every dog owner who has ever been through a dark season knows this truth in their bones. Dogs don't need to be trained to show up for the people they love. They just do. Because to them, you are never just their owner. You are their person. And that word, person, means something sacred in the language of dogs. Your dog also wishes you knew something about play. Not the formal, scheduled kind, but the spontaneous, ridiculous, completely undignified kind. When your dog brings you a toy at 9 p.m. on a Tuesday after a long day, they're not just bored. They're inviting you back into the present moment, into joy, into the version of life that doesn't carry deadlines or disappointments. Play is how dogs say, "Come back to me. Stop worrying about everything that hasn't happened yet. I'm here, right now." And right now is really, really good. They wish you'd say yes more often. And then there is the final thing, the hardest thing, the thing your dog could never say out loud, even if they could speak every language in the world. They know their time with you is short. Not in the way humans understand mortality. They don't lie awake anxious about it. But somewhere deep in the instinctual wisdom that has guided dogs for thousands of years, they seem to understand that every moment matters. Every walk, every nap on the couch, every quiet evening when they just rest their head on your knee for no particular reason. They're not waiting for the right moment to love you fully. They already are. Right now, completely and without condition. So the next time your dog looks up at you with those steady, ancient eyes, don't look away too quickly. Let it land. Because what they're saying, in the only language they have, is something most humans spend their whole lives searching for. I see you. I choose you. Every single day, I choose you. And that is the thing your dog has always wished you knew. That's all for today on Petzen. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share and subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our next upload.